did want to know. I was very interested in knowing.
Mm-hmm.
Did Lifetime pay you and your wife for your appearance on the documentary?
They paid us what we call a stipend fee, and that stipend fee was roughly about $15 to $2,000 each. And to be clear on that, Storm, I make around about $15,000 a month personally myself.
Okay.
So you to take a stipend fee of $1,500, that's what 3 days worth of work for me.
Okay.
From what I do for a living.
As they were as they were asking you questions in the documentary, did they, did they make you reshoot anything? Did they make you reenact anything, or was it all just your testimony?
No, it wasn't raw. They did go back and re-ask questions. It's not like what we're doing right now. They did sit around and make us ask us the question in a different format or whatever, but they never told us what their motives were, but they really did ask it in a different format. So that was what the and so people thought we got paid a lot. That's not true. We got paid what we call a stipend. And if anybody knows in any type of, that's for eating, any type of little expenses you have while you're out filming or doing something that you're doing. It was no serious money there, you know.
Okay, that was definitely something, because we, as the viewer, we're just watching. We don't, we don't really know. So okay, so I know you said, okay, they would ask you a question one way, then they would come back and ask you another way, and editing is going to do what they do. But
Absolutely.
did they have you reenact any scenes? Like, did they have you go back and shoot something, or go back to like a hotel acting like you're looking for her, but you're not? Did they make you reenact any past situation?
You know what? When we went, I'm glad you asked it, because we went to Chicago and we was filming in Chicago, and all of a sudden, Jalen, my middle daughter, said, we need to go to the Trump Towers." So I said, "Yeah, that's fine." And they said, "Do you mind us coming?" I said, "Sure, come on, let's go." So we went to the Trump Towers, and that's the day he got arrested. So it wasn't like how can I say, if they put us in a situation like that, I couldn't catch it at that time, or I had no knowledge of experience of that time. That's what they was doing, if that makes sense.
Okay. And I'm asking because, now that I know the producers, Bun and Maury are the same ones that do all the reality shows. I'm like,
Right.
okay, did you really shoot this like a documentary, or did you shoot it like a reality show, which is dramatized reality, situational reality? Is what they call it.
I hear you. I can't say that was the case with us per se. It could have been. I mean, when they get in and start doing editing and doing things that behind the scenes, that we, as what we call the talent, because that's what they call, people that who's out, they call them, those are the, whatever they do behind editing is a total different ball game. They can put things together and make it seem this way or do whatever, right? So I really wasn't pleased with a lot of things at first, of course, of what they was doing, but on the final chapter, I was pleased with what they did about Glenda and some of those people to show that we as family is crazy. We're not in a situation where, everybody thinking, how can he be holding your daughter? How can he be doing this? And how can he be doing that? Right? We, these people are enablers. And they see, because I'm Tim Savage, right? And I have people that works up underneath me. And even though I don't tell them to do certain things, they may still do it out of their own will, to thinking they're protecting him or protecting me. But in reality, they're harming him from what they're doing. And that's what I feel that some of these enablers are doing. I think they are, and I don't know who all of them are per se, because it's a lot of them. But at the end of the day, You know, I think they trying to have their best interest for Robert. And I guess I can respect that to a degree. But, you know, I feel that they are enabling my daughter from not knowing the truth.
I think they're also looking out for themselves as well too, because they don't want
Right.
to go down as well. So
Right.
one thing I did always want to ask, there were recordings that came out that had said that it was all lies, like what you and your wife had claimed previously was all lies. Can you address that?
Of course. Well, it wasn't my wife, it was me. Because I responsibility of anything I say that comes out of this mouth. Because of things that they would not do or didn't put in the first documentary, I felt that they was doing things that was edited out to make other things look more credible for the other party, maybe some victims or whatever, right? So, you know, people can shoot things one way and then edit it and make it look a whole nother way. And that's what I saw that was different. And that's where I said, hey, this is not true, this is not factual, or these or some things are just not right.
It's a storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.